Hi, I'm Andy Webb from BeCleverWithYourCash.com. Now, you can't have escaped the news that there's going to be a general election this summer. On June the 8th, 2017, a snap election's been called and we're going to get a chance to, theoretically at least, get a chance to choose who runs the country. Now, our money, your money, personal finance is bound to be one of the big issues there, particularly as a result of Article 50 coming into play and all the negotiations around Brexit. So that's important that if you want to have a say on those matters that you do vote. And to vote, you've got to register. And it's a very, very simple process. Now, what you might not realise, and why I'm doing this video, is that when you register to vote, you're actually going to get a really good boost to your credit rating. Now, credit ratings, I've done a video on that before, so it's worth looking at that, explaining why they're so important and how you can check them for free. But essentially, your credit report, your credit score, which is linked to that, these are vital for when you apply to borrow pretty much any kind of money. So getting a credit card, getting a mortgage, a loan, even a mobile phone contract, or say direct debit on your energy bills. You need a decent credit score to be accepted on all of those. And that's because your credit report is partly a guide to who you are. There's a section which is about how reliable you are with your finances, but there's also that bit which is who is this person and where do they live? And they want to kind of see a history of that to kind of show that there's not some sort of fraud going on. And the way they check that your history of your addresses is through the electoral register. And to get on the electoral register, you need to be registered to vote. So it's very, very important that you do this. Even if you don't want to vote, although I think everyone should, at least give it a think about the issues at hand and hopefully find someone, if there is someone who represents their views. But even if you don't want to vote, it's really important to register, because then when you do apply for any of those things, big things from mortgages down to small things like mobile phone contracts, you've got that evidence of who you are and where you live, and that history hopefully going back for different addresses. So on the article that I write that accompany this, a little bit of information about where to register to vote and when you need to register to vote by. As I'm doing this video, they've only just Parliament's only just approved that there will be an election in June. So the exact dates for when you have to register for by aren't announced yet. But expect it to be around the 20th, 21st of May. So you've still got 5 weeks or so to get that in place. And hopefully, then you will vote. But even if you don't, you've boosted your credit rating just from a couple of minutes on the internet saying that you want to get on the electoral register. I'm Andy Webb. This is BeCleverWithYourCash.com. Please do go to the website. Please do subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then you won't miss out on any other bits of information to really kind of help you, as I say, be clever with your cash. Cheers.